The next two experiences are of a judicial officer whose name is not mentioned. He states, "I have a great deal of reverence for sages and saints. One summer, I was fortunate to meet Balaswami at Vriddhachalam. He looked like a boy, though he was much older. He was a linguist, but had taken the vow of silence. When we prostrated before him, he was writing something on paper with his left hand, as his right hand was held above his head for many years as a form of penance. We sat in his presence for about 10 minutes and then wanted to take leave of him. At first, he nodded his assent. Then, as we were leaving, he signed to us to stay. Then he turned to me and gave me a scroll of paper on which was written Sai Baba's name 108 times. He instructed me to keep the paper with me at all times and to write Baba's name 108 times daily. At parting, he distributed Udi to all of us, and then we proceeded to worship at the Vriddhachalam temple. I was not inclined to follow any of his instructions, and I gave the scroll of paper to my son. After worshipping the deity in the temple, we were circumambulating Shiva in the big temple. By then it was dusk, but soon it got dark when I was stung by some noxious creature on my big toe. I used my flashlight to see what it was, but couldn't see anything. Rapidly, the excruciating pain extended to my hip joint. As the pain was unbearable, my relatives wanted to fetch a carriage for me, as the room was about 2 miles away. It was then that I realized I had made a mistake by not keeping the scroll of paper with me. I took the paper from my son and kept it in my waistcloth. Within a few moments of doing this, the pain rapidly decreased from elsewhere in my body, except on the big toe where I had been stung. Thus I was able to walk back and slept well that night. The lesson was learnt, and I kept the paper with me as Baba's mantle of protection. Needless to say, I became devoted to Baba. The power of Baba's name struck home a month later. The officer was on a train going to Tirupati. He states, "At the station, a peon of the Department of Railways got into my compartment, howling with pain. He was stung by a scorpion on his right forefinger. It was swollen and the pain was traversing to his shoulder. He pleaded to all and sundry to do something to relieve this intolerable pain. He begged us to pronounce some mantra for relief. Not being a mantravadi, I kept quiet for some time. But the heart-wrenching cries of the peon touched my heart as I remembered my own experience a month ago. I resolved to try the effect of my charm, that is, the scroll with my Sai mantra. I bade the peon to come and sit near. I took out the folded scroll and touched him with it. I started with the neck and made passes down to his right forefinger, all the while mentally repeating Baba's name 108 times. As soon as this was done, the man's pain started subsiding. It became localized to his wrist. I repeated the procedure a second time, and the pain became localized to the area that was stung. I told him that the localized pain would remain for 24 hours, and I put the scroll away safely. Now I have sufficient proof and sufficient faith in Baba's name that I write his name 108 times daily in a book. I have also realized the power of Namjap. This Leela was taken from the Sai Sudha magazine, Volume 3, Part 1, 2, 3, October 1942.